Your board member forwards you a LinkedIn post. It's about a company called Glia and how more than 700 financial institutions are using its banking-specific AI. Your CTO says, we need to look at this. Your CIO says, what about ChatGPT? And now you find out Claude, the competitor to ChatGPT, just launched a connector that plugs directly into Microsoft 365. Every one of these tools is asking for access to the same things: your emails, your files, your calendar, your Teams chats, all of it. The question landing on your security team's desk this week is not whether AI is coming. It is already here. The question is, which AI tools should touch your Microsoft 365 tenant and which should never get near it? Here's the framework your CISO needs before approving anything. Your CISO stands for Chief Information Security Officer, the executive who owns cybersecurity at your institution. Claude's Microsoft 365 connector is read-only. It can only search and read, at least as of today, your emails, files, and calendar. It cannot modify, it cannot delete, it cannot send anything. Practitioners on Reddit and sysadmin forums are already debating whether to enable it. The discussion splits into two camps: people excited about Claude's read-only access model and security teams concerned about expanding the AI attack surface beyond Microsoft's perimeter. ChatGPT Enterprise does not have a native Microsoft 365 connector yet. Organizations build custom integrations, and those custom connectors can request read and write access. They can send emails, they can create documents, they can modify files, a very different blast radius if something goes wrong. Then there's a company called Glia. More than 700 financial institutions use their banking-specific AI. But Glia works in a contained environment. It does not connect to your Microsoft 365 tenant at all. It solves the customer service problem, not the internal productivity problem. Now, here is the uncomfortable truth about AI in the workplace. Your employees are already bringing their own AI tools into the office, on their phones, on their personal laptops, in their browsers. Blocking third-party AI does not stop the usage. It just pushes it underground. And underground AI is ungoverned AI. That is where the real compliance risk lives. Here are 5 questions every CISO should ask before approving any third-party AI connector. 1. What data can it access? Map every permission against your data classification policy. 2. Where does the data go? Verify data residency, retention policy, and whether the vendor uses your data for training. 3. What happens if the connector is compromised? A read-only breach exposes data. A read-write breach can modify and delete it. That distinction matters. 4. Can you monitor it? If Purview cannot see it, you need AI Agent 365 for the audit trail. Purview is Microsoft's data governance platform. It is a tool your examiner expects to see in your compliance reporting. 5. Does your vendor risk process cover AI-specific risks? Prompt injection, model behavior changes, autonomous actions. If your assessment template was written before AI connectors existed, it needs updating. Before any third-party AI touches your tenant, you need guardrails in place. Conditional access to control which apps and which devices can connect. Data loss prevention policies to protect sensitive data regulated by GLBA, the Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, and audit logging. So you can answer your examiner when they ask what connected and what it touched. Here is the takeaway. The question is not whether to block all third-party AI. The approach drives employees to use unauthorized tools and shadow AI, which is harder to govern than any approved connector. The answer is controlled adoption. Approve specific connectors, scope their permissions, monitor their activity, and maintain the audit trail your examiner expects. Here is where ABT comes in. Most financial institutions do not have an AI connector review process yet, or the one they have was written for software, not for AI. ABT's security team helps financial institutions build that review process. We run the 5-question framework on every connector you are evaluating. We configure the conditional access and data loss prevention policies that make approved AI safe. And we document it all the way for your examiner. 750 financial institutions trust ABT to handle this type of work. Full 5-question frameworks and conditional access walkthrough are in the article. Link is in the description below. I'm Justin Kirsch. See you in the next one.